Ooh, good morning. Good morning. It is a Friday, ready for the weekend. Yeah, actually got plans tonight. I'm going to see some cool thing called Darkfield. It's an immersive witch hunt of something. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's supposed to be pretty cool. I want to talk about the junk removal community here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. The community of junk removal companies that join together just to get all of us better, you know? Wally, good morning. I'm almost saying good afternoon, right? Jesus, I woke up so late this morning. I have 4 jobs on the schedule with the potential of like so many more. And to be honest with you, I wanted to take off today. I had one job and I was like had a long night last night. We celebrated a friend's birthday from one of our dance classes, so it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now I'm going to try to learn how to play the guitar. Can you believe that? I have no idea how to play the guitar. I've always wanted to. I'm amazed by it, but I want to do it. Let's get into this video, the community in DFW and how it's second to none to nobody. Here we go. Hey guys, what's up? It's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net, owner of the junk removal business here located in Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Also, I own 2 haunted houses, one in Dallas, a 5,000 square foot facility, and a 25,000 square foot facility in Fort Worth, which we also turn into haunted houses during the Halloween season. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So I want to get into this video with y'all guys about the DFW community and how we help out each other in so many ways, and how we really are a team of networked individuals that are willing to make money at the expense of setting aside the competition. We don't avoid any envy, any jealousy, any competition. We set that aside to help a fellow junk removal company. Unlike other cities or states like California, in which they're all worried about the money, we here as Texans use hospitality, genuine speaking and translating into a value of helping out each other. And I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great thing. Jeffrey, good morning. Johnny, Alex, ¿qué pasó, mi amigo? Is DFW better than the California junk? Oh gosh, yeah, dude. Come on, dude. Yes, of course we are, dude. Of course we are. Those guys want to kill each other down there. You know, they, them, she, they want to kill each other. It doesn't matter. In Texas, nah. We're good, man. We're good. So I've worked with numerous companies in the past, numerous companies that are still in existence here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And I want to throw my shout out to a couple of businesses that I've helped out in the past. Jaman was one of my good friends, transporting and hauling junk removal. I worked with Jay right down the street from me. I worked with him for a while, Jay's Junk Removal. TNT Junk Removal, who I'm working with this morning. Orson from GPTX Junk Removal. Lolo from Lolo Hauling and Junk Removal. Oh gosh, I could just keep on going for a while. Eric from Eric's Junk Removal up in Arlington. He's really cool cat, really young cat. Let's talk about somebody like Orson from Grand Prairie, Texas Junk Removal, GPTX. Maddie from Frisco's Junk Removal. Lionheart. Oh my god, dude, there's so many people out here in this junk removal community, and it's these guys on a drop of a dime will come out to help out, to make money, but also to help out a friend. We are such a close-knit community that we're able to work with newcomers like James B&G Junk Removal, the Canadians who are kind of in suspension right now for not taking a job. in Forney, Texas. But the way that we work with our teams and other junk removal companies is second to none. Second to none. We don't think about making money. We think about helping the community and then making money at the same time. And it is such a huge advantage to most of the business owners who are educated in the community. I think that the misconception that we're going to steal jobs, the misconception that we're competitors, which we are, but we hate each other, is just totally wrong. Just totally wrong. You know, I could pick up the phone right now and call 5 companies to come out and help me tomorrow, and they will. DTX, Jose from DTX Junkaholics, James, BNG Junk Removal, a newcomer in the business. We are so close-knit in this community that we're able to work and not be unaware of the challenges ahead of us, but also be able to help each other in those challenges, if that makes any sense to you. You know, this week I worked with Orson from GPTX. I think I paid him $350 on Monday. I worked with Tony from TNT Junk Room. I paid him $750. I also worked another job with Orson, and we made $150. And then I did another job earlier with Maddie, and we made $800. I got contracted for a $600 job. There are so many ways to make money in this business that can help you out by knowing your competitors, but not by knowing them, but also working with these guys. It is such a huge spectrum of junk removal companies that we can call on to help each other out. You know what I mean? Clinton Ritter from CRS Junk Removal Services, great guy, a good guy that my son can shadow, knows what he's doing, knows how to do things, and I so appreciate him taking Maddie under his wing and helping him out with jobs, big jobs and little jobs. Let me see, Jeffrey, when you're subcontract a job to others, who pays for the discount? Ooh, I can't read that, Jeffrey. Shit, I'd have to grab the phone. Okay, so far away. All right, so the question is, let me get over one second. For the place for the disposal cost, do they bring the junk to your property? 100%. No. So if I contract you to go do a job, right, Jeffrey? Let's pretend, hypothetically, let's think. Not pretend, let's hypothetically think. If I contract Jeffrey for a job, and this job is $400, Jeffrey, it's a $400 job, and me and you are removing a small garage. It was just, there was a heavy cabinet in there, and I couldn't do it by myself. So I called Jeffrey. I said, Jeffrey, come on out here. I'm going to pay you $200. Come and do the job. We come out there. Now, automatically, I have worked harder than Jeffrey has, and we haven't even arrived to the job site, okay? I've called Jeffrey. That was the first thing I did. I already did one job. The second job I did is inherit the job. I took advantage of the job. I got the job for me and Jeffrey. So I've already did 2 things while Jeffrey is barely starting his truck and getting ready to work. So when Jeffrey shows up to the job site that I give him, I'll text him the information, then he's already done a job. He's arrived. I've arrived. I've done 3 jobs. He's done 1. And then we start working. And I've assured Jeffrey that this job is $200 in his pocket and that all the trash is going to go in here. And that's it. That's the extent of it. That's it. When we're done, I'm going to pay Jeffrey $200. And then, Jeffrey, you're going to go and do other jobs. You're going to go do whatever you want in the day. And you dispose it as whenever you want. That's up to you. But I only contract you for the $200. Now, like we said, it's a $400 job. I get the other $200 because I've done the hardest part of the job already. Okay? I've got the job. Now, I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you think going to do a house clean out is the hardest part of the job. It's not. It's getting the job. That's the hardest. I have already talked to the customer, scheduled the customer, and here's the best thing, price with the customer. I've even got out to his house, and maybe I did an estimate at the house, right? God, there's traffic right now. What's going on here? The point is, let me wipe the screen real fast. The point is, I already did 50% of the job. Now it's Jeffrey's turn to do the other 50%, and that is loaded in his trailer. Jeffrey has the whole day ahead of him to go do whatever he wants, but I only contract certain people. Now, there's been times where I contract 3 people in one day. I remember the incident of what happened one time. I was over here in the Fort Worth area, and I was supposed to do a hot tub like I am doing today. I'm doing a hot tub, and I needed someone's help. So I called up Jay. I said, Jay, I got a hot tub over here in North Lake. Help me out. Me and Jay went over there, boom, boom, knocked out the hot tub. Now, I was going to Grand Prairie that day. So I called Orson. I said, Orson, I have a big old table. It's this metal table I got to load into my truck. Here, I'm going to give you $50. Just show up and help me load it. He's like, no problem. I was going to make $200 off the trailer. Okay, off the table. But when I got there, I was like, dang, this is a $200 job. I told the guy, I renegotiated the price for $200. I said, listen, this thing is huge. I did the job with Orson. He helped me load it, but we left his van, and I gave Orson half the money. He made $100. I made $100. Now, to the hot tub, I gave Jay $150. I made the other $150, but I still haven't loaded anything in my truck. So far I've made $250 and I have an empty trailer. Does that make sense? Now, that day I went down to Dallas and we did a huge house clean out that was, I think it was $800. And I used Anthony for that job. I remember this clearly. It was happened about a month ago. I used Anthony for this job. And it was a Jen and Kate job. So it was a normal customer of mine. We went to go do this job. It was $800. Everything got loaded into Anthony's truck, except the recycle got loaded into my truck. That way he wouldn't have to take it all. $800, and I gave Anthony $400, and I made $400. Yeah. So overall in the day, I finished with like $650, and I had all the recycle. I stopped at my site. I threw it out. I had an empty trailer, and I went home. And that's how you make good money. That's how you can make money. My trailer's empty. I'm not wasting any time. I can spend time with my wife. I can spend time with my kids. I can spend time at home. I can spend time watching TV. I can spend time doing these videos. And that's why if you ever notice, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If you ever notice, my van is always empty. It's always empty. Now, I'm going to go finish this job. This is a contract job too. This is with Anthony from TNT Junk Removal. Do a hot tub. I'm making $150. He's making $150 right now. Then after this, I got to go do a $400 job by myself, which was going to be easy. And then after that, I have to go all the way to, oh no, my next job is right down the street. Never mind. I got to do these pallets. I'm going to drop off these pallets in Fort Worth at the Fort Worth warehouse. And then I'm going to go to Dallas. I got to go pay rent to one of my properties. And then from there, where am I going here? What is this one? 270, 287? Yeah. From there, oh, dude, I got a lot of things to do. I just thought about that. Maybe I'll bring a change of clothes. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, you know, so there's so many little intricacies of this business that you just got to have people on the schedule. You know what I mean? So many little things that you need to do to contract people left and right. And listen, why wouldn't, if Anthony's not doing anything, why wouldn't he mind pick up this hot tub for $150? I mean, I'm helping him with it. We're loaded in his truck. It's not a hard job. It's a really simple job. So sometimes you have to realize, guys, that, oh, having leads is way powerful, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. All Around Junk says we do a lot of rental, clean outs for 600 to 700. We've done most of the time during the business. Okay, you don't get paid for leads. Plus, I don't get paid for leads. I can take people like let's say I have a contract job today that I don't want to get to in Dallas, right? And it has to be done by 12. I'll call my Dallas connection, and I'll say, hey, I have to pick up a washer and dryer on the side of a dumpster enclosures, some trash bags. I'll give you $150. All along, I'm making $350 off that job, but I'm paying out 150 for it. So I'm going to take 200 bucks, and I'm not doing absolutely nothing. But here's what I am doing. I'm moving the junk removal industry. I'm not only helping out a fellow competitor, but a fellow friend, and somebody that in the long run will turn around and help me out when I need help. I'm putting money in their pocket also. So there's a lot of things that benefit a lot of people from me helping them out. Okay, this is not just oh, he's lazy. No. My whole idea is to come out, turn around, and help people out. But in the long run, I'm helping myself out, and of course, my business, and that counts for a lot. So I'm gonna go do this video right now. This is the first job of the day. I went to the gym. I woke up late. I stayed up way too late last night until 2 a.m. Oh my God, my head hurts. And we were celebrating a birthday from one of my friends. So we did a little dancing. We went out, had a little good time. It was pretty cool. Being back in that community is so great, and the opportunity that I've got to get back in that community is awesome, and I appreciate it so much. I'm so glad that it opened my eyes to better opportunities to spend time with friends and just be out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm looking forward to tonight. I get to go to this thing called Darkfield. They're these containers. I'm honestly gonna copy the idea. So I'm going, this is pretty Weasley of me, and I'm going to talk about this later on. You know what, I'm going to do a video about this. You want to stay tuned for this video. So I'm going to copy the whole idea. I'm just going to make it better. Yeah. And at this point, I don't know. I don't care what it costs. I'm going to do it. Because I heard it's really, really good. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Watch out for my video of this hot tub. It's coming up in just a few minutes. Oh, shit. It's behind the yard. Oh, there's the alley. Damn it, I should have gone that way. All right, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.